The Increment Attribute Value tool allows the user to add and increment a value to a selected attribute. So here's a great example. I have a series of term attributes on this symbol that I'm building, and I need to add default values to each one. So right now, the value of this first one is 201. And because I built this symbol by copying and then using the increment attribute name tool to change the names of the attributes, they all say 201. So what I need to do is I need to figure out what number I want to start with, where I want to start, and how many of these attributes I need to increment. So in this example, we're going to start on the left side, and we're going to increment these values going all the way across. So I pick the increment attribute value icon from the list, and I'm prompted to enter a starting value. In this case, let's go with A01. And I'm just going to go ahead and pick, and notice what it reports. It says old value of 201, new value of A01, and then it tells me the attribute that it updated. And now I'm ready to pick the next value. So now I've changed 201 to A02 on the attribute term02. And I can keep picking until I get to the end of my list. Now I also have several options. I can choose next to skip one in case there's a value that needs to be skipped. I can go back, maybe I missed one and I need to go back and select it, or I can reset. I could also do a window. So let me demonstrate the window, but first I'm going to reset the value to B01. And now I'm going to pick window from this list right here. Now in this case, I could either pick the attributes with a crossing window from the left, or I could just use that normal crossing window going to the right. Either way, I've now selected all the attributes that I want to update and increment starting at B01. Now it tells me it's found 16. So I hit enter, and the attribute that's outlined in red is the one that's going to be given the first value, and then it's going to increment in that order from there. So in this case, term 16 would get the value B01, and then term 15 would get B02. Well, that's not the order I want to go in, so I'm going to flip it by typing F. Now I'm going to start at term 01, and I'm going to end at term 16. So I'm going to hit enter, and it says confirm the starting value of B01. Say that's right. And if I pull up my command line history, you'll see the updates that have been made. Term 01 through 16 are now updated in proper order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on, all the way through B16. So I've now provided values into the attributes of this wiring diagram symbol so quickly, so easily. The alternative would have been double-clicking on each one and then adding the default value right there. So this is another tool that you're going to love using, and that is going to save you so much time and so much pain.